All right, guys, we've got some really good news to talk about regarding Grand Theft Auto 6, as players have actually found some new information on the profiles of two Rockstar Games employees. And it's actually revealed some details about the development of GTA 6 that should get us very excited. So obviously, we haven't heard anything from Rockstar since the official confirmation that the next installment in the GTA series, its development was well underway. And despite that announcement, we don't have the game's location, the release. We don't even have an official title, although I think we can assume it's going to be GTA 6 or Grand Theft Auto 6. And we'll even talk about that in a second, as two profiles of Rockstar employees. These are public, they're not private. They're on the business networking site LinkedIn. It's Nathan Hunt and Ryan Schachter. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. Not only do they state that they are working on GTA 6, which I think that confirms that if Rockstar employees are calling it that it's going to be called Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, whether it's going to be called GTA 6 or stylized as Roman numeral 6, we don't know. As I'm sure you guys know, Rockstar actually changed Red Dead Redemption 2, like the number 2, to Red Dead Redemption Roman numeral 2 about a year or so before the game came out. So it's very possible that that could happen for Grand Theft Auto 6 as well. But I do believe in some way, shape, or form that's going to be the name of the next title. Now let's start with Nathan Hunt first. He is a senior cinematics camera artist. He's been at Rockstar for 5 years and 5 months. He does virtual director photography and cinematography and scene editor for AAA titles. And you can see the big one there, Grand Theft Auto 6 at the very top. You can see responsible for cinematics, cinematography, and narrative design flow for immersive, seamless transitions from cinematics to in-game, managing tools development with tech art for the camera department, scene editing, mentor new hires, design and create cinematic transitions for cutscenes and interactive scenarios, cross-department collaboration, and working with large teams across different disciplines to achieve the desired quality and direction of the scene. All right, so we actually do get some interesting information there. Let's just kind of start at the very top. The first thing he says is seamless transitions from cinematic to in-game. So basically going from a cutscene to when you ultimately control our character. And I think that Red Dead Redemption 2 and a few missions in GTA 5 have smooth cutscene to in-game transitions, but it's good to know they're working on this for GTA 6. And I think Rockstar made big jumps from GTA 5 to Red Dead Redemption 2. It is so smooth when you go from in-game to going up to a character, the cutscene starting, and then jumping right into the mission. Definitely with Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like Rockstar made big leaps and bounds on that. It seems like this guy is also responsible for editing a lot of the scenes that we're going to see. So all the cutscenes or all the intros, stuff like that. Designing and creating cinematic transitions for cutscenes and interactive scenarios. Basically, the smoother you can get this thing, the better it's going to look. Especially in a lot of older games, whether it be Rockstar titles or just in general, there's always that weird, like, does it transition to a black screen and then you go into the cutscene, or is there like a long loading time and then you get into the action? So the less they can obviously have of that, and being able to work with these new consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and obviously as PCs become more powerful, it's obviously going to allow them to do a whole lot more. Now, moving on to the next one, Ryan Schachter. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I'm probably butchering it like crazy. He actually works on gameplay animation as a senior animator. And a lot of the things he implements are pretty cool. So you can see he's been at Rockstar for 16 years, transferred from the NYC office to the San Diego office. And under his page, it literally says Grand Theft Auto 6, technical gameplay animation, works closely with design to plan and implement unique, story-driven animation vignettes. Redefine and clean up all motion capture, create movement sets, and work closely with mission designers to ensure implementation as intended, and scenario creation in state, machine editor, character, prop flags, tagging, motion matching, blending, etc. So honestly, one of the big things here is motion matching. And this is going to make the game feel so realistic because all the transitions are going to be really seamless. Now, in case you guys don't know what motion matching is, so for example, if you're animating a character, you would usually have a set of distinct animations. So you would have them walking or running. So when we're controlling the character, you need to be able to switch between those smoothly. So let's say you're controlling like Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2 or Michael DeSanta in GTA 5. You're walking, you push the run button. When the run animation initiates, remember that the game has to use a in-between cycle. It's not just going to go from walking to running. You kind of get some momentum. And as the character gets more complex with jumping, changing directions, attacking, etc., you end up with a lot of different cases where you can't account for every single transition from one animation to another. What motion matching is going to do is it will intelligently blend these animations so it will look as smooth as possible from one animation to another.
Now, if we take a step back and look at what we have right now with GTA 5, we have a game that originally came out back in 2013, and even with some minor graphic updates over the years, still in 2022, it looks better than most open world games being released today. Now, with GTA 6, Rockstar is allegedly trying to take GTA 6 another 10 years into the future to make sure that the game can last another decade plus without aging in terms of graphics. Now, according to an industry insider known as Chris Kipple, which has a good track record in terms of insider information in regards to video games in general, he said that the GTA 6 graphics are going to be, quote, incredible. He said that the Rage 9 game engine is an engine ahead of its time. Now, if you're not familiar, the Rage game engine stands for Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. It is a proprietary game engine that Rockstar develops and maintains in-house that really sets them apart from other studios. A lot of smaller studios have a third-party game engine such as Unreal or Unity, and other bigger developers such as Ubisoft and EA also have their own game engines. However, by far, Rockstar Games has the best and most advanced game engine out there, and Rage 9 is what they've been working on, and allegedly it's going to be absolutely incredible. Now, while I'm sure that Rockstar would have liked to introduce a new game engine in GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced, it would require Rockstar to pretty much rebuild the entire game from the top down, and in my opinion, it is simply not worth it, and instead, I would rather have them delegate those resources into GTA 6. So GTA 5 is still running on the old Rage 8 or Rage 7, whatever it is, game engine that was released a number of years ago. However, Rage 9 will be introduced in GTA 6, and it's truly going to be something else. Everything ranging from the weather effects, including rain, puddles, wind, sunshine, and everything in between, as well as more general improvements such as better frame rate, better draw distances, and more realistic textures are all improvements that will be made in GTA 6. And even though it is not directly connected to the game engine, Rockstar Games is allegedly making a ton of improvements to the overall physics of GTA 6. I think Rockstar had a really good balance between GTA 4 and GTA 5, with GTA 4 being very realistic, and then GTA 5 being a little bit more arcade-like. I feel like with GTA 6, they can take the best of both worlds and have physics that are both fun to play with the arcade style, but also realistic like they were in GTA 4.
If you guys are like me and you've recently started using Twitter again with the news of Elon Musk taking it over, then you would have noticed that GTA 6 was trending last night, and it's all to do with this article that GameSpot put out reading GTA 6 will reportedly take place in a modern day version of Vice City. Here's what we know about Rockstar's sequel. Now, if you guys don't know who GameSpot are, they've actually got over 4.8 million followers on Twitter. So of course, when they tweeted this yesterday, it caused GTA 6 to go ahead and trend once again. Now, the article goes ahead and says the following: Grand Theft Auto 6, everything we know. Grand Theft Auto is one of the most popular and best known franchises in gaming, and expectations are high for the next entry in the series. Rockstar Games has announced the Grand Theft Auto 6, though it technically hasn't given the game an official title yet. While details are thin at the moment, we do know a little about it as we head into not E3 month and Summer Game Fest. It goes on to say who's developing GTA 6. GTA 6, as fans are calling it, despite Rockstar not officially announcing a title yet, is in development at Rockstar Games. Rockstar North, based in Edinburgh, Scotland, is leading the game's development, but these days Rockstar's entire network of studios is known to work collectively on the same project. Not unlike how development on Call of Duty is distributed between teams, Rockstar's latest game, Red Dead Redemption 2, was developed by multiple teams. And then the next section goes on to read, well underway. After years of speculations and assumptions, Rockstar Games officially announced in February 2022 that the next Grand Theft Auto was in development, with production well underway. Whether or not the new game is called GTA 6 or something else remains to be seen, while Rockstar isn't ready just yet to divulge specifics on the next GTA. The company said its general philosophy is to significantly move beyond what we achieved before. And then it goes on to quote Rockstar when they said, with the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking about a new entry into the GTA series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is to always significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered, and we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the GTA series is well underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready. And then finally it mentions GTA 6 rumours. Rumours about GTA 6 have been plentiful. One of the more intriguing rumours is that the game will have a Fortnite style evolving map in some capacity. According to some scuttlebutt, this would allow Rockstar to frequently change and adjust GTA 6 world map, similar to how live service games mix things up on a regular basis. Other rumours have suggested GTA 6 will be set in the 1980s, though reporter Tom Henderson has rejected that claim, saying the game will in fact take place in a modern day version of Vice City. In terms of playable characters, it's suggested that Rockstar will have multiple playable characters, a storytelling device that began with GTA 5 and was much praised at the time. In GTA 5, the three main characters, Trevor, Michael and Franklin, were all male. However, rumours suggest that at least one of the characters in GTA 6 will be a woman. Some of the other rumours in the mix of GTA 6 is that the game could launch as a timed exclusive on PS5. This would be a huge deal, but not necessarily surprising. GTA and PlayStation have been partners for some time already, and in the age of exclusive content, Sony paying Rockstar for some kind of exclusive would continue that trend. So because GameSpot have gone ahead and put that exact article out yesterday on Twitter, GTA 6 once again is trending and getting everyone thinking and speculating where the game's going to be, what era the game's going to be set in, as well as what characters we're going to be playing as in the story mode.